Wonderful. So you're 8 years old, yeah? Is that right?
I'm 9 years old.
You're 9 years old. It's wonderful playing. And how long have you played this movement?
3 weeks about.
So it's pretty new. Do you play the other? Have you played the rest of the sonata?
No.
Ah. Okay, so well, let's go through. It's very spirited playing. You have a lot of energy and a lot of enthusiasm, which really is really good. And you generally, you're technically, you seem very comfortable. You handle the technical challenges, of which there are many challenges in this. You handle them very well. And your hand can't be very big. I mean, you're 9 years old. You handle all of that, those broken chords well. Are you able to actually play? Can you play an octave yet? Is your hand big enough yet? Yeah, it's a bit of a stretch though, right? That's a little difficult for you. Am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you do very well. So let's go through. We'll talk about some things that might make it a little bit better. Let's start from your opening phrase. Okay, so stop. So look. So first of all, you need to make the melody of the piece this. You need to make it more interesting. You make it. I hear this, and then hear that, and then I hear, and they all sound the same. So, Mozart improvised when he played. Do you know what that means?
Not really.
Well, it means that he made it up as he went along. He actually did not play for music, so he would give him a melody and he would improvise it and play from his head. So we play from scores. You've memorized this piece very, very well, but you need to find a feeling of spontaneity, making it up as you go, so it sounds fresh and different. So this figure, it's the same figure again and again and again, but it needs to sound different each time. So if you start like this, then you start the next one, so that confused. That was a little more, and now you're not doing. You're doing. So that's even more important. So you have. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
So let's try this, followed by that. Just do two, and then stop. Yeah, stop. Don't read your music. Don't look at your music. You can do this by memory. Just do it from your head. And when you play, don't accent that. It's 2-1, right? That's not bad. So do something for me now. Do this, and wait a second before you play that. It's as if you're thinking, what will I play next? Instead of boom, 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 boom. You don't want boom, boom. You want this with a feeling of you're making it up. So just be a little bit late on the next one, like that. Atta girl, good. Do that again. Yeah, but don't accent the first note, right? Again. Very good. Now do a little, not quite so late, but still like you're making it up. That's really good. Now go. So go. Let's go. Let's put them all together. Go to. Just play this. You hear this figure from here, from the F. Again. Yeah, but it's. Is this your tempo? I don't want to rush you. Is that your tempo? But can you play it? Let me hear you. Yeah, but this it sounds kind of boring. It sounds kind of not interesting. It needs to get to the end. So nope. So your loudest note, you're playing your loudest note that I hear is the B instead of the C. Atta, that's the idea. Do it again. Okay, so now let's do something. Let's forget about instead of playing math, just play a chord and play. Just that. Don't look at your music. Do it by memory. Yeah, Atta. Okay, that's okay. Now so look. Now play it as it's written. And remember, the most important thing I'm looking for is a feeling like you're making it up. I don't want to sound like I know what you're going to play. Bada-bada-bum, bada-bada-bum, bada-bada-bada-bada. But you don't want to play like that. You want dum bada-bada-dum, bada-bada-dum. Try. So that's better, but I think you can do better. You got to watch out for accenting that first note. It always should have this feeling of really flying to the second note, to the second part of the beat. Okay, try. Stop. That's very good. Atta, that's very good. Now that sounds different to me. So you have to remember, every time you play, I mean, we go home and we practice these pieces many, many times. But when it comes to performing, you need to play it as if you're just making it up. So that's what's called, the word is spontaneous. It's very fresh and sparkling. Okay, good. So, and then let me hear you play from there. So play your answer. Yeah, so everybody listen. So you've done, and now this is your answer. And it's 3 times. It's once, twice, and the third time goes to the end. So you have to really make sure it sounds once, twice. Really do something, really have fun with that. Twice, and then really go to the end. So just play this. Atta, now go on. So just your right hand. Atta, the ending is good. I didn't say it well enough word. I want to try to find better words. What I want to say is, when you play this, and then again, and then again, exactly, you boom, boom. It's a kind of a emphatic is the word, and it's like you're insisting. It's like, I say it once, no, I say it again, no, I say it a third time. So it's like, here's the once, no, twice, no, the third time is, yeah, that's the one that I mean. So try from the first one, and each one, think of it emphatic, each one more. That's very, very good. Now put your left hand in. Atta. So the one thing you want to be sure that you don't do, you don't want to play this the same each one. That's the most important thing. It is the same notes, but you really do not want to just play like that, with each one sounding the same. You have to have something behind it, meaning, no, it's more emphasis each time, right? So try that from the first one. Atta girl. Okay, so very good. So now from the beginning, let's do all 8 bars. Atta girl. So that's very good. You're very musical. That's very, very good. So let me be sure that I mention to you. I want to be sure I say to you one other thing. So this is 8 measures, right? This phrase, right? So what you have to remember is that this first part, it's a kind of a question and an answer. So the first part is a kind of a question saying this, and then again to this, and then it's like somebody else comes in the room and goes, no, 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 this is what I need, right? So it's a different person speaking. So you have to really don't do this and then on. It's really not. It's this. And then you really come in with a different articulation and a different person speaking for the answer. Okay? So question, answer. Let's see you do it. 2 parts to your phrase. Atta girl. Atta girl. The only thing I would add, that's very good. The only thing I would add, I feel like the minute that comes in, should come in strongly. I feel like I've listened. It's like I'm listening to you play. You got and I want to go, no, I'm going to come in and say, no, which is completely different, right? There's no yakataka it's boom. So come in stronger when you do your answer. Let's start again. Do again. Try it again. Try it again. I feel like when you come in with that, it doesn't sound like, it sounds kind of apologetic. It doesn't sound like you have authority. You have to come in with after come in stronger when you come in with that A. Atta girl, that's very, very good. That's very, very good. Are you playing, if I slow you down, are you slurring that left hand the first at the beginning of the bar? Okay, good. You have it's just the first 2, right? I don't hear that. I sometimes feel like you let go of that a little quick. Anyway, let's leave that. So now what? You have so I want you to do this, first of all. So just play the right hand without all the notes, with just your bass line. Yeah, atta girl. So that's very, so now, but don't do an echo. Because what I want you to think of is this is C major. So the A minor is going to be softer. So try that. Play just your bass line, and then I'll let you play your whole left hand. Nice. That's very good. Atta girl, that's very good. Make sure you go down. Don't do an accent there. You want to get down to the bottom. It should actually, those should actually increase as they go down. It's a little hard. It's easy to accent. It's easy to do that, but it doesn't sound as good. That's better. Okay, now let's do both hands. All the notes. Okay, couple things. Watch out. Don't accent that note. And also, listen to me. So hold on to this. Don't get off like that. It sounds kind of breathless. So it's the end of your statement. You have this. So make sure you hold that last note a little bit, yeah? Okay, stop for a second. That's okay. You're very quick because you've learned to do a little echo in a different place, and you're changing very quickly because of what I'm asking you, which is very, very good. You have a good ear and you're smart. Because I'm asking you to just keep this up. Play this thing, stay up. And then play a little softer. But anyway, so I think you've got that's good. So let's do the ending of this first section. Right where we stopped. So let's talk about this for a second. So you have same. So play this chord. Put it all together and play it. No, wait, no, stop. I don't want you to play the whole piece. What I'm trying to show you is this. I'm trying to show you the difference. I've heard you play many times, but this time I'm hearing you do this, which is really shocking. And they need to sound different, and you don't. You sound exactly the same. So this, when you get to this time, you've done. Now you do this. You have to really do that more strongly, quite differently from the beginning of the piece. You have to make a big difference. So from there, last time. Nope, not good enough. Sounds just the same. Better, that's better. Still not good enough. I want something really important. Let's add a grow. Stop. That's very good. Now do that without looking at the music. Just use your ears. No, but that's too. It's not important enough. That chord. Really important chord. That's right. That's very good. Very, very good. Okay, so let's play the next phrase. Yeah, so stop for a second. So these are, they're all octaves, right? No broken, correct? Okay, I think it's just your hand is small. Some of them aren't together. Let's not worry about it. But here's what I want you to listen. Here's what I want to try. We're just going to do this a couple of times. So listen carefully, okay? I want you to hear, he does this in the left hand, which is pretty cool. But you do it so fast that you do this, and So you're not hearing, and then, so if I were playing legato, that's what you need to hear. So you need to train your ear to hear D to D, and then D sharp, and then that, even though you're playing it fast. So a way to do that, Emily, play it. I mean, I was using pep. Play it slowly, and then now right here, listen. Just do what I did. Nice and slow. That's very good. That's very, very good. Yeah, exactly what I want you to do. So I'm gonna go on because I want to cover some other things, but I want you to play it at tempo this time. Play exactly, but see if you can, when you get to this, really hear the D going to the D sharp in your left hand, okay? Good. That's very good. But now back, you're a little slow though. In the tempo, try it now in tempo. Very good. That's very, very good. Good ear. That's exactly right. So I was telling somebody this afternoon when I was doing some teaching, there's some rules in music that are true no matter what instrument you play. And one of the rules is the two most important things in any piece of music, whether it's piano, string quartet, orchestra, the two most important things are the top and the bottom. So when you play this is your top, this is your bottom. That's top and bottom. So it's whatever piece you play, always take out the notes and find the top and the bottom. Let's go on. Let's go to this part. Stop for a second. So you play that very, very well. You really do. It's very, very good. I want you to see. I don't know if you can do this now, but I'm gonna ask you to try. No music by memory. Play your right hand exactly as it's written, and play in the left hand. Sorry. So in other words, I'm trying to get you to do just the bass line. No, don't do all the middle notes. But play this as it's written. Atta girl, very, very good. You did it. Do it again. Play in tempo now. Okay, good. Now I'm going to add something to that. So with the second time, when you go to that G sharp, play it softer because it's different. Because you have this, you have this, you have this, you have, and that's, sorry. So it's, you understand what I mean? So that G sharp is really different. Can I hear you do that? Atta girl. And then so while we're there, make sure you resolve resolve, play soft at the end, right? Try that. Okay, play exactly, now play all the notes as written and see if you can remember all that. Too slow. It's too slow. Play in tempo. That's very good. Yeah, don't get off that too fast. Very good. That's excellent. So top and bottom, and you've got some shape. Now let's go on to the A major. Okay, so hang on a sec. So you have it twice. The first time, then you'd go. Now you do it again. Then you have, it's completely different, right? So I need to hear you play. Can you go from there? Can you go from? I want mostly. Let's introduce in that measure, one measure. Try it.
I could play like both hands.
You can play both hands, yeah. Okay, here's what I want you to do. I want you to play this one measure like that again, like just like that, slowly. Atta girl. So you need to realize you've been playing a passage where you have one chord. Each measure is just one chord. And I'm going to go on one chord. And now is one chord per well, it's in 2/4, one chord per beat in a sense. So so the harmony changes fast and your ear has to hear that. So don't play this, but let me hear you play that measure by itself. Again. Okay, so now let's play the whole passage and try to remember what I just said. Atta girl, that's very, very good. It just needs more left hand in that one measure because it changes so fast. Can you try that? Yeah, but I mean, play the passage. When you've been playing this. But now suddenly every note's important. Whereas in this measure, look, in this measure, every note's not important. It's the A, and then the B, A, right? So put your hands together. Yeah. Go ahead. That's okay. Atta girl, but don't rush it, right? Yeah, don't play flat. Don't go ba 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 ba. A little more to the middle one. Yeah. Put your right hand in. Put right on that measure. Hands together. Atta group. One more time. Very good. Okay, so now let's go back to the scale and play the passage. It's very good. It's very, very good. Got a great ear. Very musical. Okay, so this is the same. We have to do the ending. Let's go for your broken octaves. forget your D sharp. Okay, good. That's very, very good. Atta girl. Let's do the coda. Yes, you should hang on. You know, the piece. So what's the time signature of the piece? Don't look. 2/4. Atta girl, smart girl. So what beat does it start on?
2.
Yeah, it starts on the second beat. Kick the thumb, right? So when you the entire movement, the motif, the melody starts on the second beat. So when we're going to do the coda, start here. Right? Don't start here. Start. Go ahead. Yeah, so stop for a second. So this is, let me ask you with your smaller hands, this is a physically uncomfortable place to play. Do you find it physically uncomfortable? Does it feel easier or harder than the rest of the movement? Or the same?
Maybe the same.
Okay, so let me tell you what happens. I found it harder, and most of the students I've taught found it more awkward. But what's happening is that you're slowing down, number one, and it's very flat, so it sounds just. So there's no direction. So what should the direction be? Well, you have a chord. And it goes to that fourth. So you have this. So right away, it's not this. As soon as you do that, it's sort of too late. You have to play more in the second one. You have this. And then really go more with this to that major chord. Can you show me that? Play just your, well, do it hands together. Yeah, but that's what I was hearing before. It's it's all the same. So I want to hear from yum, yum, boom. See if you can do that. All right, so that's much better. That's much better. So write that in your music, okay? It's very important that it's not, because that place tended to sound very, very flat. It needs to have direction. Okay, so all right, so let's go to the end now. So when you get back to the Alberti bass. Yeah, but don't forget the direction. It's this, even though it's piano and it's the same direction. Yep, yep, boom. Go ahead. Yeah, so start for a second. So so this is piano, right?
Yeah.
So can I ask, just go to the same place. Don't use so much pedal. When you have, especially when you have this, it sounds, it's just too mushy. It's too much pedal, especially with this one. You really really want it cleaner in that left hand. You can use a little more pedal when you get back to just the chords. So, yeah. Yeah, Atticus. So yeah, so I mean, honestly, I wouldn't do any retard at all at the end. I would make it feel like it goes right to the end. And so you this one right to the end. So let's go. Last time, that from the forte, right to the end. Play those chords again. Just boom, wham, wham. Atta girl. Yeah, and do it shorter. The last one. Atta girl. That's right. I mean, everybody has an opinion on the ending, but Mozart endings, if you hear a symphony, they don't spread it out. It's just wham, wham. Okay, very nice work. We're out of time. That's very, very good. Good for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Emily. Next we have, sorry.
William.
Yes, next we have William, who is playing Sonata in F minor, Opus 2 number 1 by Beethoven.
Is it first two movements?
Yeah, I think he'll be playing the first two movements.
Hi, William.
Hi,
How are you?
good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. So, how old are you?
10.
Very good. And you've played. Is this your first Beethoven sonata, or have you played others?
I think this is my first.
Good. It's Beethoven's first too, right?
Yeah.
So we're gonna work on the first two movements tonight, right?
Yeah.
Okie doke. So maybe we should do movement at a time. What do you think? Or do you want to play them both? Don't you think that makes sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's hear your first movement then. Yeah, very good, very good. Okay, William. So, it's very musical. You handled it very well. You know, a couple of things you should know.
I'll also be playing the second movement.
Yeah. Would you like to play it now, or should we work on the first movement first? What would you like to do?
I'll play it now.
Okay, off you go then. Very good. Very musical. You do some very, very musical things in here. So let's go back to the first, in the second movement, we'll get to it. The timing is a big issue. You have to be very, very careful. You probably know this. There's places there's a lot of triplets and 30-second notes, and it's difficult to play them exactly correctly while being expressive. So you have a few things that you're not quite sure on. You kind of skip beats, but we'll get to that. So let's talk about the first movement. So William, what's the time signature in this movement?
Half common time.
So what does that really mean?
It means 2/2.
And what does that mean?
It means there are 2 beats in a bar, which means each beat is a half note.
Very, very, very good. You're a very smart kid. Very good. So now I want you to play the opening right hand, and I want you to play it and play it as you did, and I want you to count those 2 beats out loud. Let's hear them. Just the right hand.
1, 2, 1, 2.
Do it again and keep going.
1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1.
Yeah. So let's that's a little bit shaky. Let me ask you this. Play it as if it's in 4/4 time and now count it out loud.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2.
That's right. Do that again.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2.
Yeah. So William, you're very easily able to play it in 4/4 counting out loud, whereas playing it in 2/2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. That's what it should sound like in 2. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And you actually, the reason I'm doing this is you actually play it in 4/4. That's why it's easy for 1, 2. That's what you really do. 2, 1, 2. So it needs to be in 2/2. So I want to hear you try 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Let's try it from the beginning.
1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
You know what? You got your beats mixed up, but that's better. So I'm not going to ask you. It's too hard to change. But when you practice and you are home. When you practice after this class, you should be able to count this entire movement in 2 with the same rhythmic intensity you just had. So now let's go back and now let's have you. I want you to think that way because you have a good ear. You heard me play it. So now play from the beginning and think in 2. And let's hear what your first phrase sounds like. Okay, stop. So that's very, very good. Sounds completely different. You're quite musical. That's a really good opening. Now, what I have in my music, tell me if you have this in your music. I have it's piano, and it's piano for 4 measures. Now all of a sudden I have a sforzando here, and another one here, and then I have fortissimo here, a fortissimo and a quick diminuendo to piano. Now that you got your book open, do you have that?
Yes.
Well, you don't do any of it. So you got to do it. So after you've done the first phrase, that's an accent. The second accent's stronger. This one. This is really, you you've only got 4 notes. You got to play them, man. They're loud. That's fortissimo. Beethoven does not kid around. Fortissimo is loud. So you have this, stop. Try that. No, that's in 4 again. That's no good. 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 Nope. Nope. Yeah. So listen, that's better. Stop. So if you do this, 1, 2, that's 1, 2, 1. You have to play like that. So this is the piano. 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. 1. Sorry. So I never hear your accent, William, when that's on that first day flat. You had to really interrupt yourself. Try. No, it's not. No. You can't play. It's not. It's an accent. You got to really play that A flat strongly. All right, so let's try something very slowly. More. So I want 3 different dynamics. I want a strong, stronger, and then the strongest, and then less. Try just what I just did, slowly. Nope, sing, nope. You're not playing stronger. First one, then stronger, then most. Very good, very good. So now try one more thing. Don't hold, William, don't hold your thumb down on that C. Let go of it. And then hold that. So let's go, I want you to hear that you have your opening. That's what it sounds like. Let's go, you try. Nope. William, listen, you can't go. You can't do that. You just can't play softer. He writes an accent and you're playing softer instead of louder. One more time, let's go. You actually play this. You actually play this, the first A flat, which I like it, but you actually play it louder than the second line where it's got an accent, which is backwards. The second line is the strong one. Good. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Okay, so stop. So first of all, you can't slow down. You have a tendency. You get too expressive, you slow down. And next is this. You have this, and you have it again. You have a forte. And I don't hear you do that. So you have this. Then you have loud. So let's go back to this. Yeah, I'm trying to keep you in time. I'm trying to make you not slow down on those 3 measures. Okay, stop for a second. Stop for a second. You have this, and you have it 3 times. So how are you going to make them different? Have you, so let me answer, because we're going to run out of time. And I want to cover a lot of things with you. What I want to say to you is you don't even try to make them different. You just play them. And it's not that it's not musical, you know, but I hear this. Then I hear it again. Then I hear it again. And then you go on. And you can't, I mean, music doesn't work like that. If you second time, third time, some, I mean, it's just different. It needs to feel different. Let's go right there. Good. Good. Go on. That's very good. Attaboy. So it's all in your head. Very good. Yeah, stop for a second. So this, that's forte, which you do, and then this, that's piano. And you don't do that. So really strong. The forte is good. All this. And then again, the second time, sorry, strong again, forte. And then again, he comes down to piano again, to the scale. So really, make sure really into the keys and then soft. Let's go right on this way, right? Sorry, the first one. Good. So stop for a second. William, stop. What do you play? I can't tell. Does that measure should be? Is that what you're playing? Because it doesn't sound like it is. Play that measure. Is that what your music has?
Yeah.
I see. What's your left hand? So, all right. So we have my music's different. Okay, good. So, good. Sorry to interrupt you. Go on. Let's go back to your forte and then your piano. No. So same thing. Forte and now piano again. You didn't play piano. Where? Do the second one with that big jump up. Yeah, no. You got to play piano. He says piano, play soft. Very good. Let's stop. Very good. Stop for a second. So I want you to know, this is his first sonata, but when I really insist, you do the dynamics. But man, you make me really work for it. I have to really make you go back 3 times, and then you do it. It sounds really good. But I want you to know, Beethoven, by the time you get to his late sonatas, do you know how many sonatas he wrote?
32.
Attaboy. So by the time you get to Sonata 30, Opus 109, if you ever look at the music, he writes dynamics and markings in every measure. Forget about piano. He writes so much markings, it's hard to even see the notes. Now, why does he do that? And I'll tell you why. He writes letters during his lifetime saying it frustrates him so much that people will not do what he says in his music. So he writes more and more and more to make sure you do what he says. That's how important the dynamics are in Beethoven. Every composer is a little bit different. And, you know, Brahms writes forte for 2 pages. Beethoven writes forte and he really means it in a different way. Okay? So let's go where we stopped. We'll work on this closing phrase from here. I can't understand. I mean, I see this with an accent there. I don't hear that accent. And also there's an idea in music. I'm sure you know this. Composers do things 3 times. When they do it 3 times, each one is stronger. So here's your first. Here's your second. And here's your third up and on. And then you write 2 Fs on that chord and you play it like it's pianissimo. That third time around. So I hear you play that chord, the fortissimo chord. No, just play the chord. I want to hear the chord. Yeah, can you reach it? Can you play it all in one?
No,
What do you have to roll? What can't you reach?
I can't reach the D.
Okay, so that's okay. Do a quick roll. Really strong. Okay, so let's go back to when you get to that. Do you have the same dynamic as me? Do you have fortissimo on that?
Yes.
Okay, so make sure you do it, buddy. Let's go back to first one. Stop. They sound exactly the same. You did 2 exactly the same. Can't do that. Maybe let me hear you play. Can I hear that tempo? With that dynamic? Do right where I am. I hear this. You do exactly the opposite. You play loud, and then you play soft. You're supposed to play soft, and then the loudest thing in the whole first movement. That's better. You know, William, I'll tell you something, what I would advise you to do. Your hand is too small to play all those notes. And the result is you're afraid to play that chord loud because you're going to miss notes. So I would say to someone your age, leave that thumb out. Just don't play it. You've got this big thick chord in your left hand. Just do that. Nobody's gonna, I can hear it, but it's just at your age, I wouldn't worry about it. The way more important thing is that you play it loud. And that you understand in phrasing, if you have ones, that I've got to make sure you accent the right note. Do it again, third time. That's what it's supposed to sound like. Let's see you do that 3 times, each one more, accent the right notes, and give me that loud chord. No, it's just not right. You're doing it exactly. You're not doing anything I asked. They sound all the same. You sound like this. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like blah, 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 blah. You have to really change it. You do this. Now, next one. Third one. I want to hear that chord as loud as you can play it. Attaboy. Okay, so you can do that. That's why, boy, you make me work really hard to get you to do that. That sounds really good. Okay. Let's see. I'll tell you what. I think we should do the last line of the first one, and then we should do some second movement. So I'm going to go to the same place. go from yeah, I don't know how else to say this. You have I'm going to do it. I'm going to talk to you as I go. So listen, okay? Here's one. Here's two. Here's three. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. You can't get to this place and then kind of talk and take your time and then whatever you feel like, then you come in. That's what it sounds like. You can't do that. You got to play it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Which isn't on your last 3 chords. So here we go. Different. Sorry. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Your turn. One, two, 1, 2. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead by yourself. I won't clap. You play. Yeah. You can play those a little more emphatically, a little bit more, not faster, slightly slower. Just slightly. Attaboy. Okay, let's talk about your second movement. So, do you have measure numbers, William? Do you have measure numbers in your music?
Yes.
So I'm looking over at 45. So this is the measure I'm looking for. And I want to see you you have to just play this in time. You're out of time. So can you play on that measure? Try it. Oh, hey, that's fantastic. That's beautiful. So you just got a little mixed up when you were playing by memory before. That's perfect. Good. Let's go back to the beginning. So play your opening line. Okay, stop. So try a little slower than that. 3, 1, 3, 3. So, what do you think? Does that sound different from you?
Yes.
Why?
It's faster.
Yeah. So, can you try my tempo? Okay, so stop. So that is really good. You have a very good ear. You have a very good ear. You picked up all kinds of good things. It's much. I mean, it can't go nearly as slowly as you tried to play it. And I'm going to ask you, we'll do one more thing, which I did in the first one also, because I feel more the beats than you do. And the slower you play, the more important it is that you feel beats. So I want you to try, if you can, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. So I want you to see if you can count those beats out loud the way I just did.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1.
So considering that's your first time trying, that's very good. So what I want to go on, but what I want you to promise me is you will practice this movement. I mean, you should be able to count any of your pieces out loud. The slower they're playing, the more important you feel the beats. But I want you to realize, don't try to sing the beats. So it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. Just like your pulse. You know when you put your thumb on your wrist and you feel the pulse of your heartbeat? That's what a beat feels like in music. So you can't 1, 2 when you're counting along, you're counting out loud. Say it just as I just did, okay? Because it really gives you the beats. Okay, but I want to go on. So let's go where we stopped. You play there. Very good, very lovely. Okay, stop for a second. Stop. Very lovely. So listen, when you play this, I have to ask you, have you ever heard a Beethoven string quartet?
I don't think so.
So listen to them and realize that as pianists, the string quartets tell you everything how Beethoven thinks. And the reason I'm asking you right here is the most important thing I should hear, William, is this. Yeah. And all I hear is I'm hearing the wrong. So your viola player, the middle player, is playing way too loud. So what you want is. So you have to really lean your hand over into that fifth finger C. Try it. Okay, good. Okay, I mean, I'd like a little more, but at least you're playing it now. That's better. So now, right where I stopped you, what's your dynamic? What you've been playing piano, and then what does he write? Have you got a dynamic here? A new dynamic?
Pianissimo.
Attaboy, it's pianissimo. So it's in Beethoven, just like I was making you play really loud on the fortissimo. In the same way, your pianissimo needs to be really soft. So when you're playing this, suddenly, that's what you have to do. So all this has been piano, and right up to where we stopped. So here, but now, so you hear the difference, right?
Yeah.
So, and you can use soft pedal when he puts pianissimo if you want to. Use that left pedal, but you got to really whisper those notes. They're deeply expressive. Let's go right on that measure, please. From excellent, excellent. Let's go. Not bad. So, William, that's very musical. I mean, that's very, very musical. I want to also, what is this Rin F? Do you have Rin F written in your music?
Yeah.
What is it?
Forte.
Well, Rin forzando. So what does it mean?
Loud.
Well, it doesn't mean suddenly loud, but it's a strong mark, and you don't do that. So in the same way that this was really soft, now you play. And then suddenly, so in other words, it's a way of him being really expressive. So let's see you do that. Yeah, okay, stop. William, that's very, very musical playing, It's very musical playing. I'm really I'm almost surprised at just how musical you are. I mean, you played it well before, but you were so slow that it wasn't nearly as expressive. And if I do little expressive things here all the way across the ocean, you hear it. You have a very good ear, and then you start to play really, really deep with wonderful expression. Okay, so we're out of time. That's very, very good. You responded very, very well in your lesson. Very nice work. Look forward to hearing you next time.
Thanks.
Thank you,
You're welcome.
William. And thank you, James, for your lesson.
Welcome.
And so next we will have a student from China. Let me find. And next we have Yingming Liao, who is going to be playing a etude by Scriabin and a Beethoven sonata.
Right, let me just, it's Scriabin etude and 2 number 3, I think, right?
Yes. Oh, wait, it's Opus 8, number 12.
Yeah, but the Beethoven is Opus 2, number 3, right?
Yes, number 3 in C major, Opus 2. Yeah.
Yeah. Hello.
Oh,
Hi.
good evening, Professor.
So you're playing Scriabin and Beethoven, yes?
Yes.
Which one would you like to play first?
Scriabin.
Okay. Very good. Very good.
Hi, Jim.
Hi, CJ.
CJ. Hi, CJ here. I always try to find a time to say hi to you, but my internet wasn't so stable. So I will be helping Imbin to translate some. I mean, he might understand most of it, but not sure if he can understand the full lesson. So whatever
Okay.
you, yeah, whenever he needs, I will try my best. I find a spot. I'm sitting here right now. I'm not moving, so hopefully the internet's good.
Okay. Okay. Well, let's go. I mean, so what I would say is it's very, very good. You play the Scriabin very, very well. I think you have a really good understanding of what you need in the piece. It needs more. The word is abandon. Do you understand what abandon means? If I were to say that to you,
Abundance 那个单词，你有学过这个单词吗？英斌？
放弃。
I think he understood. Yes.
so in other words, yeah, it's a little bit too. I mean, the whole piece, and then and then third time, you know, it has that's the feel to it, and you sound a little right. So it's not strong. It's not passionate enough, really. And I know I want to say to you, because I know you know this. You're 17 years old. You're a smart guy. So I know you also have to save the most important statement of this is the end, right? The last page. because the last page he does the same thing with 3 Fs or 2 Fs. I think it's 3. Let me look. 3 Fs. And the chords are really repeating. All of a sudden, the accompaniment is thicker. So you have to have a sense in the piece that it builds to the end. But you're at the same time, the very opening of the piece, it needs to really state this is what this piece is about. So try the first phrase again.
云斌刚才老师讲听得懂吗
不是很懂。
？OK， 他基本上就是说你这首曲子弹的不够有激情，然后就是你整个曲子那个方向感，就比如说是怎么到最后，怎么样到它一个高点，你并没有就是掌握的特别的好，然后就是一开始的时候就是那种比较自信、比较霸气那种感觉，你也没有就是表达的不太够。就整体感觉就有点绵绵的那种意思，你懂吧？然后现在老师让你再试一下。
Stop. Very, very good. Much better. But right where we stop, the diminuendo is really good. It really releases the whole opening of the piece. But right where we stopped is the first time he writes fortissimo. So really, the entire section needs to get to that marking. I mean, it's basically happens twice. But that second time around, you know, if you look at the music, I don't know what your music says. My music, I don't actually have a dynamic the first time. I don't have a dynamic there. I have a dynamic the second time. I say forte. I have a dynamic finally. The ending is fortissimo. And then you do this. You do that really, really beautifully. It sounds really good. But I need to hear first time around, and the second time around, forte, so strong. And then the third time around, at the very end, so really it's the biggest, right? And then it has a sense of structure. You want
蔡老师说的 ，Yeah, sorry, Jim, to
Yeah, it's
interrupt.
okay. It's okay.
Sorry. 云斌刚才老师讲的，你有听明白吗？
没有。
就是你刚才老师叫你停的那个地方，是他第一次写 forte， 因为我现在谱子没有在我身边，你看一下，然后他讲了有几次，他是一次比一次的要多，你要就是观察他的表情符号，因为你弹的有一点太接近了，太相似了，
Do you have the music? Do you know what I mean about where it's like there's actually no marking at the beginning? It's really kind of interesting. There's no dynamic, right? And then all of a sudden, the second time around, then he puts forte, right? And then we're going along forte, and then he really puts fortissimo, right?
Right. Let me explain to him.
Yeah,
Jim. 因为一开始的时候其实并没有任何表情符号，对吧？然后到后面的时候开始第一次 forte 那个 F， 然后再多一点，所以你要仔细的观察一下你那个谱子。So, yeah, Jim, I'm done.
Yeah. Okay, good. So let him play it again. Play it again. See what we get.
来，再来一次。
That's very good. Now let's go on.
接着往后走。
Let's stop. Stop. So, CJ, what I want him to know from this section, and you look at, there's a lot of notes. There's a lot of left-hand accompaniment notes, right hands in octaves. But what he needs to listen to more of is his bass line. So, because he needs to know which of those basses is important. He double stems. Scriabin's got the F sharp. So now he goes C sharp, double stem, chromatic down to E. Next phrase starts on E, B flat, B flat, A. So he doesn't hear that at all. I mean, if he hears it, it's up, right?
Yeah, right. 因为斌刚才老师弹的那个最底下的那个声部，你要听到，不要就是被那些伴奏啊什么给打乱了你的那个平衡。你再试一下。
So in a way, CJ, just before he plays,
Yes.
So in a way, the challenge with it's true in Rachmaninoff, and it's certainly true in Scriabin. The challenge is to pick out what are the most important notes, and make sure you keep the other ones not so loud. Otherwise, it just gets too many notes, right? You need to pick out what matters the most.
Right. So 因为老师刚才说的是，就是在弹好一条作品的时候，其实特别是这一个比较难的，就是说你怎么样把那些比较重要的声部弹出来，不要被别的稍微不太重要的声部干扰到。能听明白吗
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So good. Now play.
Okay.
Stop right there, okay? That's very good. Very good. So it's much better. The only thing I'm stopping him because right where we have a sequence where there's a crescendo, and it should be right now back up to a fortissimo, and it doesn't sound. It just sounds softer and softer. So I stopped him right on a place that's fortissimo. So can you help him fix that, CJ?
Yeah, 那个老师刚刚打断你的地方是一个forte 是吧？对。然后后面是不是有渐强还是渐弱？你有看一下谱子？
应该是有一个。
句子往后走。
有一个渐强。
Yeah, there's a crescendo. He said.
Yeah, into a fortissimo too.
然后到最后有2个 F， 对不对？在你的谱子上 ，There's fortissimo， 看到了吗？Yeah. Okay, so he sees it.
Okay, good. Let's hear.
然后现在来听一下，要把这些东西都做到。Very good. So let's try something here. So
because the accompaniment suddenly now is all these repeated chords. Play them louder. I mean, in the rest of the piece, I mean, this place needs to sound different. It's the melody again, but it really is different with just repeated chords instead of all these alternating things. So play them stronger, really very emphatic.
就是刚才老师说这个重复段落的这个和声，可以再把它弹得更加浑厚一点的感觉。你试一下。
So that's better. That's better. But now, after all of that, now you're at 3 Fs, loudest part of the piece.
在这个地
Most
方
important part of the piece.
所以在这个地方是整首曲子最高潮、最响的段落。Yes, Jim.
Yeah. So have them come into that just a little bit, okay, CG?
Yeah. 所以这个地方你再试一下，把这个再做得更好一点。
Big chord. Big chord at the end. Don't get soft.
对，后面不要弹轻，是非常非常响的，一直响到底。你得把你所有的力量都用在你的这个结尾这个地方。So Jim,
But
shall we?
That's okay.
Let him try it again. That's okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't think he needs to do it again. That's very, very good. Yeah, it's very good.
Okay.
He plays it very well. It's very musical.
啊，老师说你很有音乐感。
Good.
Okay.
So Beethoven. Is it Beethoven? Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Let's do number
He
3.
has
Yeah.
He has the Beethoven first movement.
Yeah.
Okay. 迎宾，你把你的贝多芬弹一下。
Okay. So, hard. It's the opposite of Scriabin. You have tons of notes in Scriabin, and lots of sound, and in some ways it plays itself in a funny kind of way. With early classical, with Mozart, Haydn, early Beethoven, there's not a lot of notes. So what it needs is more. They call the style less is more. You have to do very, very important things, but you have less notes to do it with. So this kind of needs more of everything. It needs more rhythmic tautness. So yum, yum. So really, it's not fast. But it's really. And then a new sound. Bass line, so. So very, very precise rhythm, but very expressive too, right? It's every line means something. And the rest mean something. So we have this. That kind of idea. So that, I mean, and then you get to this. So these need to be not pedaled. You need to hear. So a much cleaner sound. Yeah. So just classical, really precise, clean, but very intense. I mean, it's just as intense as Scriabin. There's just as much intensity, but you have way fewer notes to do it with. A lot depends on rhythmic, really strong rhythm and meaning behind every note. CJ, you want to take a shot at helping him with that? I think you may understand. He's got a good ear, but you want to try and explain some of that to him?
Yeah, I will try. OK，迎宾老师刚才说的呢，就是说这条曲子跟你之前弹的那个 Scriabin 是完全相反的。Scriabin 你刚才有很多很多音，很多和弦，大的和弦，帮助你去表达那种很有张力、很有气氛的那些情感。但这一首呢，你是有同样的那个 intensity， 但是你的音就少了很多。对不对？所以你要怎么样呢？就把那个声音弹得更干净，节奏感更加的鲜明，那些东西要弹得更鲜明。你现在很多地方有点模棱两可，然后你要看一下那个小节，就是从那个13、14个小节那里，你的8分音不要用踏板，哒哒当哒哒当哒哒，那两个没有踏板，那个要清楚。然后呢，就是在第5小节，哒滴滴啷乒乓乓滴滴，那是一个新的声音，你跟那个咪来咪咪发咪来嗦是不一样的，对吧？所以刚刚老师讲的是这些东西，所以你的节奏感，然后就是要很清楚，非常清楚，然后那个节奏点要明确一点。So Jim, I tried my best.
Okay, good. So yeah, very good. So let's go through. Ask him to play the first phrase, and we'll stop and we'll work on it.
OK， 你从第1句开始。
Yeah, but it's not. It's yeah. So the second one, less, not. It's yeah.
你那第2个要轻一点，当当后面是轻的。
That's better. Yeah, you know, so he does this wrist thing. He does like that. and he has way less control. It really is your whole arm. He does this kind of very flippy wrist thing, and he doesn't control the sound well. So
Yeah.
firmer wrists, right? These
Yeah.
are arms. Yeah.
迎宾，你那个手腕子甩的太多了，然后所以你就没有控制力了。你的手腕子，你得就是平下来。你试一下。
Okay, better. So let's try one more thing. So this is one, and we're gonna go, and now we're gonna go start stronger, and then less. So the first one,
Yeah.
but now stronger, and then less.
Right.
So the phrase
就
is
是
that, right? Yeah.
right. Sorry, Jim.
That's okay. That's okay.
OK，那个迎宾第3个小节的时候，它是第2个小句子，发咪发咪嗦发咪哆，那个地方你要比第一句弹的要稍微多一点，但是它结尾的时候还是要轻下来，咪哆是轻下来的，懂了吗？你试一下。你还是有加重音，不要有重音。
So really gentle that last chord.
最后一个音能再轻一点吗？
It's yep. And look, you're doing that. So you accent every time. So
轻的。
tell him to keep his hands on the keys.
你的手能离键盘近一点吗？手离键盘近。
Yeah, but strong, weak. Strong, weak.
你第一个拍子没弹出来，那个重拍1、2，还是不太好。
Short. Okay, let's leave. Let's go on. Let's leave it alone. So let's go on to this. You know what I want to do here is this. So top and bottom. Top, bottom.
啊哈，
Is that tempo?
啊哈，那个你只弹那个右手最高声部和左手最低声部，中间2个声部不要了。先弹一下，慢一点，哒当滴答滴答当冰，那个2个声部。
Yeah. So this he needs more espressivo. It needs to be played like a beautiful cello player. So he hardly knows it even. Sorry. Like just like violin-cello, real duet.
Right， 你那个左手要弹的像大提琴一样，右手像小提琴一样，他们是一个2重奏。你那个左手能再模仿大提琴弹的稍微深一点。那个迎宾，你的手离键子太远了，你贴键子弹稍微深一点，你都是敲出来的那音。OK， 停一下。
So the only thing is he's gone back to his old tempo, which is 2 feet forward. It's just too fast. It's a little bit too fast. It really is. It's
Yeah.
You know, it loses all the excitement by going faster, oddly enough.
Exactly.
Yeah.
你弹太快了，你快了之后，你反而那种张力就丢失了，你反而不兴奋了。你太油了，你知道吗？你弹的那些拍子都是溜过去的。
faster than that.
自己把拍子数
So which is just a little bit slower and more in the keys, right?
嗯哼，
But it's more exciting, really.
就你弹的不用特别快，但反而就是更那个，更加的有那个兴奋感。还有就是那个迎宾，我提醒你一下，你的所有那个 SF 你都没有做到，等一下老师一定会说你。
So one more time and then we go on.
你从头往后弹吧。
Yeah, okay, so that's better. You know, it's better. We're going to go on. Make sure he knows those scales he just ended. That's the fortissimo. That measure says fortissimo. So all of this. It's all forte. And then you have to really lean into that last scale. It's really, that's the fortissimo. And then piano singing after that.
Right, that scale is difficult with the fortissimo.
It's really absolutely. There's not enough notes. He's not thinking, he's not even trying, right? So let's go back to this. Go back to this.
那个迎宾，你从21小节再来一次，然后你记住了这个第一页的最底部，你看到有2个 forte， 看到了吗？2个 F，那个才是你整页比较强的一个段落。 对吧？它是你的一个到达一个点，所以你前面不要弹的过响了。从21小节不要过响，你把那个能量留到后面那个 scale， 哒哒哒哒哒哒哒，那个段落，对吧？你要尽你最大的努力去把那个声音弹出来。来，21小节开始。
Okay, go ahead. Let's go.
先往后走。
Not slower.
这个地方不要慢下来。
So, two, three, four. Correct.
来，从那里第2段开始。
Okay, so here, so wait. So that's tell him that's better. That's really much better. But now when you get to this, no rushing. Really dig into those keys. They sound like that.
Right. OK， 因为刚才老师说你前面好一点了，然后呢，从第39个小节那个地方，你看左手那个8分音那个地方，你得要把拍子稳住了，你总是赶，就是你那个右手跟左手，你的16分音符总是比你的8分音要溜得快，大嘎大嘎大嘎大嘎大嘎大嘎当，把拍子给稳住了，你再试一下。
Yeah, good. Every note.
每个音的
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Every note.
每一个音都得要弹清楚那个迎宾你基本上是第3到第4拍的时候，你特别容易改。你再试一下39小节。
Yeah, make sure he knows. He's got syncopation on those 4th beats, right?
Right.
This.
Right. The left hand has a
Yeah, left
sforzando.
hand, yeah.
Right. 那个43和44小节的时候，你的左手第4拍有个 SF sforzando， 看到了吗？对吧？那个切分要做出来，1、2、3、4，第4拍要做出来。你再试一下43小节来。
So look, wait. So we're almost out of time, but I wanted to know, this plays is dolce, whole new sound. So when you go from here, really gentle, whole new feeling to it. So ask him to play from here.
OK, right. 迎宾你从45、46小节进入到那个47小节那个 Deutscher 那一部分，你要弹那个声音更美一点，它是完全跟前面是一个对比的段落，你不要弹的都是一样的，就听起来会有点无聊，你要把后面那个声音做得更美一点。你从45小节开始，那个。
Not slower, softer. Try it again, not slower.
你可以弹轻点，但是不要弹慢，就是一样的 speed， 不可以慢。
Okay, that's the idea. That's the idea. Okay, we're out of time, but that's the idea. So Beethoven is it's much more difficult really in a way because there's less notes, right? They have to be very strict and every note has more meaning. But we're out of time.
Yeah, 那个贝多芬的曲子，它的音少一点，但是每一个音都非常的重要，每一个音都有它的意思，都有它很深层的意思。Thank you so much, Jen.
Very good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you.
thanks.
All right, 迎宾再见。Okay, so we have our last performer today.
Yeah.
It's a Haydn. Okay, Jai. She's also in China.
Okay.
Yeah, so let me see where she is. 佳音，你把你的那个解除一下静音。Okay.
Hello, Bella. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks. How are you?
Fine, thank you. So how old are you?
I'm 17 years old right now.
Great. Wonderful. So you're gonna play some Haydn tonight, yeah, right? Today.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
You're very good. Very good. Your playing is very musical. So let's go back to your first one. I'm going to talk tonight with you today. Most of what I'm going to talk about with you is rhythm, because you have to be aware of rhythmic accuracy in small figures and also in terms of a tempo. So I think that you take a lot of freedom, and I don't think you're aware of what you do in terms of you play faster here, you play slower there, and you play the same rhythmic figure differently. And in classical style, it's actually true. It will help you in romantic as well. But in classical style, it's really important to be very precise rhythmically. So let's go back to the beginning of the first movement. So I should hear yum bum tum. So that figure after the opening chord. So as soon as you can hear me play that, bum yum bum bum, that's the rhythm. So when I get to this, it's the same rhythm, and you play them differently. So I mean that's just a little example, but I can do that all the way through the sonata. But I think you're very musical, and I think that once you start to hear this, you can fix this. So I want to ask you something technical before we go on. So you have, what fingering do you use right there?
I used the 5.
Oh, Attagro, that's good. Okay, good. That's right. That's good. All right, so good. So let's play. I mean, maybe we should do this. Maybe we should work just a little bit under tempo. So let's like 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can hear everything is just precise, right? So try my tempo, a little bit under tempo. You play now.
这一你都能听得明白是吧？
基本上可以。
Okay, all right, just making sure. So Jima was just making sure that she understood that.
I think she does, right? I think your English is pretty good, right? Yeah.
Yep, I think so.
Okay,
all
good.
right.
Thanks, CJ. No, stop. So this is what I heard. So this was not the same as this. Good. Now go on. Yeah, those are still a little rushed. And under tempo. When I was doing this, it's just to show you 16th notes, right? It's a way we can, and then, so. So try here. No. You try. So this, stop for a second. I hear this. It sounds loud. It sounds actually nervous. It's louder and it's faster and it's so just it's wave. Right, nice and relaxed. We're at a very comfortable tempo. No rushing. Nope, still not good enough. To try something for me. Do that. Do it again. No. Good. So now. Very good. That's very good. But you know, sometimes you will stop for a second. You will do this. You'll start to play that note too fast. So you have to really check your ear and then do things like this. And then like that. Okay? All right, so now let's go right. Try. Yeah, it's still a little nervous, isn't it? It sounds, it still feels not relaxed. And let's do something else while we're stopped. So now you have this. When you play forte, and you're trying to play those legato, right?
Yeah.
So what happens? I don't think you hear this. Your hand shifts. We have to do this. Wherever our hand shifts, what you do is you accent the note when you shift. Like that. So what you should be trying to do is the opposite, is to keep it very, very smooth and not accent that note when you shift. Try your third. Real slow. No, I want to be like that, really slowly and smoothly. Very good. So now the notes where the shift, right there, the G and the D. So make sure that the G and the D don't accent when you're really slow. Use your, try right now, play that. Atta girl, that's right. There you go. That was the first good one. That's the first time it sounded good. I'm gonna. Let's go back to the beginning. Let's work at a slower tempo. I think you'll learn much more if we keep it under tempo. Try from the beginning again. No, you lost it. You did this. And then you rushed that. You snapped those. So you need to be really precise. So can you do something like what I'm doing now? Repeat the notes. Try that. Yeah, do it there as well. Atta girl, good. So try it just as written and see if you can keep it precise. That was better. I want you to watch out for one thing. After this, I don't know. Part of me feels like that's technical. You rush them just a little bit. You know, you tend to go, they kind of they slide forward. I think it's partly just technical. They really do. Make sure you're in the key. But then, so from the beginning again. One more time. This. That. Make sure it's not fast. It's not rushed. Okay, so I'm going to talk about something else while we're under tempo. Don't play. You're playing every chord quite strong, and really, that's the feeling you want. And you're gonna go stronger now to the. So this goes. That's what it should sound. So it's we call it a rounded phrase, right? It starts here, and it goes more, and more, so to more and then more to less. Do you hear that? So don't, in other words, don't play your chord. Not so loud each one, right? They have a feeling of, need a feeling of motion. You try. Good, good, good. Very good. Go on. Very good. Now don't rush. Don't rush. Don't rush. Do the thirds again, see if you can make them smoother. Yeah, so when you make them smooth, they're coming down. Remember, when you shift, don't accent. When you shift, don't accent. Try. Okay, let's go. So let's go on. Good. So I'm going to ask you after the thirds. You come down the thirds. They kind of So in other words, it's more musical. It's softer and it's more expressive from here. Try that. Softer, softer. That's not good enough. It sounds really, it sounds very accented. Make it very espressivo. Good, good. That's very good. How'd it grow? It's very good. Yeah, go on. Yeah, stop for a second. Stop for a second. So when you play that figure, I mean, it's very mysterious. So use your imagination, be more mysterious, and it's descending. And it descends, and now right here, that when that F comes in, that's like a French horn. That's like somebody's been sitting in the orchestra waiting to play. It's a beautiful note. So take your time as you arrive at it. Right, so it comes in really beautifully. Well, go back to this and make this really, really mysterious and beautiful. Softer. Stop for a second. Can you play softer? Can you play this softer? Just play softer. Yeah, girl. Yeah, of course you can. So now play the place like that. Shh, play softly. Good. Shh. Let's stop for a second. So stop for a second. Wait. So that's much, much better. That's really much, much better. So the soft places, it's really important. I find it, just play it softer. It's much more mysterious than you were imagining. And then you're quite musical. It sounds quite lovely when you do that. And be patient. I feel like you get nervous with it. It feels to me like you worry and then you rush because listen, we all get nervous. I understand that. Nobody should ever criticize you for getting nervous. We all get nervous. We just have to learn how to control it and not let it make us rush. We all rush, right? That's what we all do when we get nervous. So just stay calm, okay? Okay, let's go from, I'm trying to think of how we should, let's leave this for a minute. Let's, because of timing, I want you to just play, because I'm gonna run out of time and I want to do lost. So we're gonna go to there, okay? So from your Kate, why don't you do, sorry, there, okay? Yeah, so start for a second. So again, don't rush. And then, you know, taking your time. So again, without rushing. Notice it sounds like that. It sounds like you're worried, you're scared. Just nice and calm. Okay, one more thing. So you do this. And then when you get to this, play slower. Play your cadence slower. Atta girl, very good. So now do that and then go on. Okay, so wait, so look. Do that. Play what I just played. Yeah, but that's not, I'm playing like, listen to me for a second. Listen to me. Do that. Very good. Now play that, do that a little softer. It's still too fast. So I want this really like a 30-second, but I want to wait a long time in between. You try. Yeah, wait. So wait, this is really good. So now do that and stop here, because you have to learn to do it here as well, because you tend to rush that place. So from here, okay, slower. Don't play slower. That's too fast. Yeah. Okay. Wait. So you had it here. Great. So now. Right hand. Do that. Yeah, I don't want you to play your left hand, because you sound like this. That's what it sounds like. It sounds really, really rushed. So I want, listen for me for a second. I want it absolutely steady as a rock. Atta, that's much better. So in other words, the fast notes, because this is fast, but the fact that they're fast makes you rush. I mean, I remember when I learned this sonata, that's and the teacher told me that. It's really true. So it starts to fall all over each other. So you have to practice Play your right hand for me like that, really solid as a rock. Yeah, but don't lose the speed of the two notes. The two notes are fast, but then you wait in between. Yeah, but you're starting to rush. Again, listen to me. Really, it's kind of slow. Boom, boom, boom. Lots of time. Very calm. Very good, very good. Now let's see if you can do your left hand, but don't rush. So let's see if you can do that. Yeah, it's okay. Not quite as good as when your right hand was alone, right? Not quite as good. Try and make it just as good as when your right hand's alone. Try again. So that girl. Okay. Okay, so now two hands. Okay, so that's how you should practice that, okay?
Okay.
So let's skip around. Let's do let's go from there. But you should keep those all. If you do this non-legato, which is good, it's good. But keep this as well. Sorry, do those non-legato as well when you come down the chords. Around those. Right, keep it non-legato down the scale as well. Is all I'm telling you. Right. So go from your third. Do that. Yeah, but that's better. But your left hand's going legato. Left hand stays non-legato. Do it once slowly, and then do this slowly. Non-legato. That's right. That's right. So that's how you should practice. Okay. I'm gonna list. I want to go on. Let's go back in time. Let's go back to this. I want to ask you those three chords. Which one is the loudest? Yes, right. Exactly. So be sure you do that. Don't play all the same. Yeah, don't play out of time. Just play it louder. Don't play late. Just play it louder. Okay, so stop. So this is way out of time. So this should sound after the scale 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so you have to count in all those rests. Can you do that for me? From there. Three, 4, 1, 2. Wait. Very good. But don't all of a sudden put the pedal down and play loud. Don't do that. So it's going to be, because you want to shape this. So you, and don't, very little pedal. Okay, try that. After you go from here. And watch out for your bass. You try. No, right in time. Again, right? Count, no. Go back and count correctly. No, you wait, that's wrong. One, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay, good, good. That's the idea. So, really, I want to do a little second movement. We've only got about 5 minutes left, but I want to do some second movement. And I'm going to do a lot of the same thing. In your first movement, you should be practicing things like every day, like that tempo. And I don't think you do. Am I right?
Yeah.
Somehow I can hear in your fast playing that you don't practice really meticulously slowly. So be sure you do that, okay?
Okay.
So let's do your second movement. Now I'm going to ask you. Let me just listen for a second, okay? Here we go. Okay, does that sound different from yours? How? How is it different?
First I think here.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
So, yeah.
yeah. What about the opening? That's not exactly right. That your timing, you just did. So you're a little too fast on the 32nd note. Fix that again. Go ahead. Yeah, so just so you understand, you have this. It's duple and then triplet. So this is not a triplet, right? It's so and 2 and 3 and. So the triplet is on the third beat. Try it. No, that's not right. 2 and 3 and 3. Do that. 1 and 2 and 3. Do that. Atta girl, exactly. So now do that and but don't play the thing, but feel that beat. Very good, very good. Atta girl, very good. So let's because we're going to run out of time. Let's skip. I want to skip to, but this is much better. Also, by the way, it's a little faster than you played. you were playing a little too slowly this movement. Okay, I mean it's an adagio, but it's not as slow as you were trying to play it. I want to hear. I want to skip ahead to. There. Yeah, but it's supposed to be 1, 2, 3, 1. You have to fit the scale into that rhythm. 2. Yeah. Yeah, there's no time to, you have to really start to play right away. There's no time to sit on that D because you got to get all the way up to E. Yeah. So I mean, when I've taught this before, what I advise my students, do this. 2. So in other words, just leave all the fast notes out. And as you, I wanted to, in this whole section, so just leave all the small notes out, and then that'll really show you the rhythmic skeleton. So you're quite musical, and you really are. You're quite musical. You have plenty of technique for this sonata. You just have to be more aware of rhythm all the time. It was really interesting working with you. You have a good ear. You can fix these things, but I think when you practice sloppy, and you don't. You let yourself do it wrong, and then it becomes kind of a habit, and then it's hard to change. So be more careful, okay?
Okay.
All right, we're out of time. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot, Professor.
You're welcome. Okay.
Thank
Take
you.
care.
Thank you so much, Jim. Thank you
You're
for a
welcome.
wonderful lesson again. So
It's a
nice
pleasure.
to hear, class. Thank you.
Okay, it's a
Thank you.
pleasure.
Thank you. Have a nice evening. I'll write to you and I'll see you tomorrow.
Sounds great. Sounds great. Good night,
Great.
everybody.
Good night, everyone. Bye for now. Bye-bye.
Thanks, sir.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.